There are pages most of us avoid in our journals, not because we're lazy writers, but because some parts of ourselves feel dangerous to look at. The jealousy, the pettiness, the anger, the neediness, the thoughts we hope no one ever hears. Some people call this shadow work, writing honestly about the hidden or unwanted parts of ourselves. Done gently, shadow journaling can help you understand why you react the way you do, reduce self sabotage, and slowly turn negative traits into more conscious strengths. Done too fast or without kindness, it can feel overwhelming. So today we're going to try a soft version, not diving into trauma, not attacking yourself, just getting curious about one small corner of your shadow. If you have your journal, open to a fresh page. If not, let this episode be a rehearsal you can return to when you're ready. Before we write anything, we set an intention. Shadow work guides often suggest starting with a clear, kind frame. You're here for self discovery, healing, and growth, not self punishment. At the top of your page, you can write, I'm writing this to understand myself, not to attack myself. Or, I want to see my whole self with more honesty and more compassion. This might sound small, but it matters. Your nervous system needs to know you are not about to be ambushed. Take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Let your shoulders drop a little. You're safe on this page. Shadow work often uses prompts to explore what we repress or avoid. Instead of trying to examine your entire life tonight, we'll choose one emotion. Look at this list and notice which word makes you want to look away. Anger, envy, shame, neediness, controlling, rage, jealousy, despair. Choose one, then write, an emotion I try to avoid feeling is, and fill in the blank. Shadow journaling resources recommend starting with gentle, focused prompts like this, rather than jumping straight into your deepest wounds. We're just noticing where the door is. Next line, when I feel this emotion, this is about behavior. For example, when I feel jealous, I usually scroll their profile and then hate myself. When I feel angry, I shut down and pretend I'm fine. When I feel ashamed, I overwork or try to be perfect. Shadow journaling is less about, why am I like this? And more about, oh, there's that pattern again. You're spotting habits and reflexes gently. No name calling, no, I'm horrible. Just honest notes. If you can, write 2, 3 short sentences about what you do when this emotion shows up. Shadow work isn't just insight, it's also tiny experiments in daily life. Right? Next time I feel this, I will try. Think of one small, doable action that is kinder than what you usually do. For example, next time I feel this, I will try taking 3 breaths before I react. Next time I feel this, I will try writing 3 lines in my journal instead of going straight to social media. Next time I feel this, I will try telling a safe person, I'm feeling jealous right now and I'm not proud of it. You're not promising to never react, you're just giving yourself a new option. Shadow journaling helps you see that you do have choices, even if for years it felt like you didn't. Before we close, a small but important note. If, while writing, you touched on memories of trauma or very intense shame and you feel overwhelmed, that's a sign you might need extra support. Shadow work experts often advise starting with milder topics and seeking therapy when you're dealing with big wounds, especially around abuse, self harm, or deep trauma. You do not have to do it all in your journal alone. Sometimes the bravest thing is deciding this part needs company. That might mean a therapist, a support group, or a trusted friend. Look at what you wrote today, or what you imagined. You might now have one emotion you usually avoid, a few sentences about how you act when it shows up, one realistic experiment for next time. You've just taken a small step towards seeing yourself more fully, not just the polished parts. Shadow pages are not about fixing yourself. They're about standing in the same room as the parts of you usually send into the dark and saying, I see you. You belong to this story too. In the next episode, we'll move to something lighter, a manifestation list or vision journal, and talk honestly about how to dream on paper without using it as another way to hate your current life. Until then, If you can, choose one emotion you're tired of running from and give it half a page. Not to justify it, not to worship it, just to finally say, I'm willing to understand you.